Hey, God. Jesus. Jesus. I like to call him in the midnight hour. I like to call him in the midnight hour. He takes care of all my needs. Jesus. Clap those hands. Come on, I thought I was in a sanctified church. Those hands to praise the Lord.